Hello everybody, how are we doing today? We are here, as you can see from the title, we are here because the music industry has been pissing me off and I finally have some time to make more videos. I have some time to make a video because the house is empty right now. So we're gonna go over some topics and let me know what you think about everything in the comments below. We're gonna get right into it. Ariana Grande has announced the deluxe to Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead. I am very excited for this deluxe album because I don't know if I talk about Eternal Sunshine a lot on this channel. I do know I would like to do a ranking at some point, but there are a bunch of albums I need to rank before then. Eternal Sunshine is my favorite Ariana Grande album to come out. Eternal Sunshine has my favorite Ariana Grande song of all time. True Story stands, Rise Up. Arianators have no taste, because why was True Story not one of the songs that we were pushing? I obviously knew Supernatural, The Boy Is Mine, Eternal Sunshine, We Can't Be Friends. I knew those four songs were really going to be like the hits on the album, but True Story is such an underrated song on the album. And you see me, I am a music connoisseur. Most of my favorite songs on albums that I really like are not the favorites of the fandom and the general public. For example, I Am Sasha Fierce. Radio is my favorite song on I Am Sasha Fierce. Radio stands, Rise. Radio stands, Rise. I love Radio by Beyonce. I am hoping for my mental health and my sanity that Radio somehow makes its way onto this Cowboy Carter tour, because I think Radio could fit perfectly on the Cowboy Carter tour. I really, really do. I love Radio by Beyonce. I love, when it comes to Beyonce, I love Radio. When it comes to Rihanna on Rated R, Rockstar 101. Whoa. Real music. So I'm very, very excited for what Ariana Grande is going to give us. Now, here in a perfect world, we would get these two unreleased tracks on the Brighter Days Deluxe. The first song I'm going to talk about is Fantasize. I think Fantasize would actually work on this album. I do think Fantasize was supposed to be on Positions, if I'm not mistaken. It was either supposed to be on Positions or Thank You Next, I think. Arianators, if you're in the comments, let me know. But Fantasize is such a good unreleased Ariana Grande song. It is very good. She needs to release it so I can stop streaming it illegally on YouTube. I'm sorry, Ariana. I'm sorry. But you just release Fantasize. Please just release Fantasize. But the unreleased song that Ariana Grande has in her bowl that I really want her to release is Jada. If you do not know what Jada is by Ariana Grande, look up Jada unreleased Ariana Grande. Oh my god. If Ariana Grande releases Jada, one of the best songs in her entire career. One of the best songs in her entire career. Ariana Grande needs to release Fantasize and Jada. Do I think we're going to get any of that on this deluxe? No. But in a perfect world, we would have both of those songs out on streaming. I wouldn't have to illegally listen to both of those songs on YouTube. That's just, hey. Anyway, that's Ariana Grande. I'm very excited. The album comes out this week. It comes out on the 20th. No, it does not. Hold on. Let me look on my computer. The 28th. It comes out on the 28th. And the 28th is next. I'm making this on Sunday, the 16th of March. It comes out next Friday. When the deluxe comes out, which is 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks away, because she announced the deluxe like last week. That's 3 weeks of waiting. Anyway, But yeah, I'm very, very excited for this Ariana Grande. I can't wait for the Wicked press tour, because she's about to. I know she's going to embark on another press tour for Wicked Part 2. When Wicked Part 2 is over and that's all died down, Ariana take a break. And in late 2026, early 2027, I need a tour announcement. I need to hear True Story live. I need to hear The Boy Is My Life. I need you to bring out Brandy and Monica for The Boy Is My Life. I need to hear Supernatural live. I'm saying it'll be my first Ariana Grande concert. I need to hear this album live. I do. I absolutely do. Next. What is Chloe Bailey needs to leave Chris Brown in the past? She needs to leave him in the dirt. Chloe Bailey is a Chris Brown stan. Chloe Bailey is a Chris Brown stan. And I think, first of all, Chloe and Halle's music is good. It's excellent. It's not good, it's excellent. And Chloe's second album, she has some excellent songs on her second album. So I will be continuing to listen to Chloe, even though I do not agree with her being a Chris Brown stan. She recently, like yesterday or 2 days ago, released a cover of a Chris Brown song, and a Chris Brown song that's not even good or popular, mind you. And I think part of the reason Chloe's solo career is struggling so badly is because I do not think Chloe Bailey knows who her core audience is. Chloe Bailey's core audience, her core fan base, the fans who actually stream her music when it comes out, the fans who actually keep up with what she's doing, the fans who are actually buying tickets when she goes on her tours, they don't like Chris Brown at all. They don't like Chris Brown. I mean, they hate that man. So for Chloe to constantly associate herself with Chris Brown, is going to drive away her already dwindling core fan base. I'm so sorry. Chloe has given us 2 albums in 2 years, or 2 or 3 years, I think. And both, the first album, I think her first album has, her first album has some really good highs, but majority of the album is in the pits of hell. Her second album, Trouble in Paradise, is a good album. It's so good. It's a really, really good album. But I don't know. Chloe Bailey doesn't know who her audience is. I don't think Chloe Bailey knows exactly who she is as an artist. And I think Chloe Bailey is trying to attract a fan base that does not like her. It is very obvious that Chloe Bailey is trying to attract Shade Room blacks, Dr. Umar blacks. Like, she's trying to attract those black people, and those black people don't like her. Those black people were the main ones who were giving her horrible career advice and telling her to split from Chloe and Halle. They were the same black people that were constantly criticizing her when her first album flopped. They were like these people don't like Chloe. They use Chloe to bash other people. They'll prop up Chloe to bash Halle, or they'll use Chloe for something else. But at the end of the day, these shade room blacks, Shea Butter Twitter, they don't like her. Those aren't her fans. They only tune into Chloe Bailey for the drama. That's it. They only tune in for drama. They only tune in to make fun of her flopping. They only tune in to use her to bash her sister. They only tune in to use her to bash somebody else. Chloe Bailey needs a hard career reset, in my opinion. And we're going to get into what I think needs to happen because it relates to a topic coming up in 2 bullet points. But Chloe needs a hard career set. She needs to figure out who she is artistically, and she needs to figure out how she can win back and strengthen her core fan base. Chloe is lucky that she is an excellent performer, and Chloe is lucky that the good music that she makes is really, really good. Because if Chloe made bad music, her career would be over. Her core fans would not stick around if her music was just bad, and she was associated with Chris Brown. Yeah, it'd be over for her. But Chloe Bailey is lucky that she's talented. Chloe Bailey is so fucking talented to be wasting her time associating with Chris Brown. Chloe Bailey is too fucking talented to be wasting her time trying to appeal to a section of black people who hate her and her sister's guts. She's too talented for this shit. Her and Halle, they're both too talented to be where they are right now. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to come back to them both in a bit. Next. Apparently the Cowboy Carter tour is struggling. There is a definite smear campaign going on against Beyonce. Because why is every media outlet trying to, putting out stories saying that the Cowboy Carter tour is flopping? They're going and saying that the Cowboy Carter tour is flopping. I don't think you guys, not you guys, but I don't think you guys know what flopping means. Beyonce is doing 30 tour dates in stadiums. Beyonce is doing 5 back-to-back nights in Los Angeles and New York City, both of which originally had 3 or 4 nights and had to have shows added because the demand was so high. Beyonce is doing 3 shows in Chicago. The 3rd date of which had to be added on because demand was so high for the first 2 shows. Beyonce is doing 4 shows in Atlanta. A date which originally only had 2 dates, and a 3rd and eventually a 4th date had to be added because what? Demand was so high. Beyonce is doing 3 sold out dates at the biggest stadium in France. A 3rd date had to be added because why? Demand was so high. The Paris shows actually are completely sold out. There's nothing left for the Paris show but maybe resale. And the resale tickets are scarce. Paris is completely sold out. London, which originally had 4 shows, had a 5th and a 6th show added. Washington, D.C. and Houston both have 2 shows, and fans have been begging Beyonce since the pre-sale to add a 3rd date to Houston and a 3rd date to Washington, D.C. If we count, Beyonce has added 1, 2, 4. Beyonce's added 7 new dates to this tour. And people are begging for her to add an 8th and a 9th date for Houston and DC. In what world is that flopping? The tour is 90% sold out. And I know a bunch of you jobless bitches are going to be in the comments like, you can go to Ticketmaster right now and still get tickets. Duh, I never said the tour was completely sold out, but the tour is 95% sold out as reported by Billboard themselves. Oh, would you look at that? Most of the tickets that you are seeing that are available for purchase are resale. Most of the original tickets that have not sold yet are on shows that Beyonce has added. Night 1 and 2 of Atlanta is almost completely sold out. The LA shows are almost completely sold out. The New York shows are almost completely sold out. Both Houston dates only have a few thousand tickets left. Chicago dates are almost sold out. The DC dates are almost sold out. The London dates are almost sold out. Beyonce has never gone on a stadium tour, and she's been on 5. No. On the Run 1, on the Run 2, Formation, Renaissance. She's been on 4 stadium tours. She's about to embark on her 5th stadium tour. Mind you, Beyonce is the first woman to headline an all stadium tour. Now, I need you to listen to what I'm saying. Beyonce is the first woman to headline an all stadium tour. Tina Turner fans and Madonna fans were getting mad on Twitter a year ago because Beehive were saying this exact same thing, saying that Beyonce and Tina did stadiums before Beyonce. And that's not what we said. When Madonna and Tina were going on tours, they were doing a mixture of stadiums and they were doing a mixture of arenas. The Formation World Tour was the first tour by female artists to be completely stadium venues. The Renaissance Tour, which is her 4th consecutive sold-out stadium tour, was also only stadium venues. There's no way this tour is going to flop. And there were 90,000 people in line for the Los Angeles pre-sales. There is no way this tour is going to flop. And there were 80,000 people in line for the Houston pre-sale. There's no way this tour is flopping. And the Atlanta dates were selling like hotcakes. So much so that a 3rd show had to be added before pre-sale because demand for the signing up for Beehive pre-sale was that high. Y'all do this every single time Beyonce tours, and I need you guys to give it up. Even if this stadium tour stays at 95% sold out, Beyonce is still way too big to be doing arenas. She's still way too big to be doing arenas. Beyonce will sell out this stadium tour by the time she steps on that stage. And Ticketmaster is doing a thing where they are gradually releasing more and more tickets. Also, a good half of the tickets in the pit sections and the floor sections of this tour are locked because of Citibank and Verizon pre-sale. So there are seats that regular people can't even get because they're not Citibank and Verizon customers. Beyonce will be fine. Beyonce will be fine. A lot of y'all are yapping about Beyonce's tour flopping, even though it's 95% sold out, as stated by Billboard. But your favorite artist has never done a stadium tour before. Tate McRae stands to the front. Y'all were real loud talking about Beyonce's tours flopping. Tate McRae has never done a stadium tour. Tate McRae cannot sell out a stadium. Not yet. Ariana Grande fans were getting a little bit bold. Everyone was getting real bold, but majority of y'all's faves have never even sold out a stadium on tour, much less sold out an all stadium tour. The only people who have a leg to stand on when it comes to making fun of Beyonce's tour not instantly selling out are Swifties. Because Taylor could announce a new tour today and it would sell out. So Swifties have a bit of bragging rights. The rest of you bitches can't say shit. Your favorite artists are still touring arenas. Acting like your favorite artists can sell out an 80,000 seat capacity stadium. Acting like your fave can do 5 back-to-back nights in SoFi Stadium. Acting like your fave can do 5 back-to-back nights in MetLife Stadium. Acting like your fave can do 4 back-to-back nights in Atlanta. Acting like your fave can do 6 back-to-back nights in London. And I think the only reason that Beyonce is performing at Tottenham Hotspur is because she likes the stadium better. Beyonce could sell out Wembley probably 8 times over if she really wanted to gag the live. But you're lucky that Beyonce doesn't care about that shit. I'm going to leave it there. And we're going to return once box scores are out. And I'll be laughing in y'all faces. This tour gross is about to be real nasty. This tour gross is about to be really nasty. And y'all are about to really want to deactivate because I'm going to come back swinging. Sorry. Next. Lady Gaga's new album is excellent.
Certainly streaming. Certainly streaming. Are you kidding me? I was there. We were trying to break a record.
Lady Gaga's new album Mayhem came out last Friday, and I have been listening to it non-stop since its release. It's so good, guys. It's so good. My current top 5, Shadow of a Man is definitely my number 1, and I think Love Drug is my number 2. I love Shadow of a Man and Love Drug. I'm going to put Garden of Eden at number 3. I'm going to put The Beast at number 4. And what am I going to put at number 5? What am I going to put at number 5? I think I'm going to put Vanish Into You at number 5. There's only one song on this album I don't like. I don't like Killa. It was the only song on this album to get a 6 out of 10 for me. And I have a rule when it comes to, because I rank albums as I listen to them for first listen rankings. If a song gets a 6 or below, that song cannot be on my playlist because I will not listen to it. I will skip it when it comes up. And I wish I had been more strict about that earlier because I have a lot of songs on my playlist that I do not listen to because they're just not that good. And I would have been better off just not having it on my playlist. I might go back and re-listen to Killa in a couple of months and see if it's grown on me. And I definitely will go back and re-listen to the entire album when Lady Gaga announces that tour. But this album is excellent. I think this is some of Lady Gaga's best work, honestly, since Born This Way. I'm sorry. I like old Gaga. I really do like old Gaga. I think Joanne was just okay. I think Chromatica was terrible. I'm so sorry, but I'm not. I think Joanne was just okay. I think Chromatica was bad. And Mayhem feels like it's a really good mix of old Lady Gaga, but a more mature, a more seasoned Lady Gaga. And I really, really like that a lot. I can't wait till she announces this tour because I'll be there. I'll find a way to be there. Next, we're going back to Chloe and Halle. Chloe and Halle need to be a duo again. Chloe and Halle need to be a duo again. Chloe has, I said this earlier, Chloe has given us 2 albums in the span of 2 years. Halle hasn't even released her solo album yet. It takes Halle 6 months to release a song. And I understand that she wants her music to be ready before it's released, but girl, I hate when artists do this. I hate when artists, and if I am lucky enough to become a famous musician the way I want to be, I will not do this. I will do my best to never do this. Do not give us a snippet of a song and not release the song within 2 months. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Don't do that. That back and forth snippet, we got that back and forth snippet almost 2 years ago. We got that back and forth snippet almost 2 years ago and the song came out a month ago. Why are we getting snippets of songs that aren't coming out within a 2 to 6 month period? Because I know production, mixing, mastering at that kind of a level that Halle is at, it takes a long time. But why in the fuck did we get the back and forth snippet almost 2 years ago? At least a year ago. But I'm pretty sure we got it like 2 years ago, because I'm pretty sure we got it right before or right after Her Little Mermaid press run. I'm pretty sure we got it before Her Little Mermaid press run, but I might be wrong about that. But Halle takes 10 million years to release music. Chloe is releasing too much music that nobody is vibing with, except for me. I love Trouble in Paradise. I think it's a good album. I think it's much better than In Pieces. I think it's a much better product than In Pieces. These two need to become a duo again. I think Chloe and Halle are the strongest when they are working together. Not to say that I think their solo music isn't worth pursuing, but they are stronger as a duo musically. They are stronger as a duo in terms of likability. They are stronger. They're just stronger in general as a duo. They work so well together and they balance each other out. Chloe is trying to make boom cat music for Shade Room Blacks, and Halle is making really, really, really alternative R&B. And both of them mashing all of that together makes for a perfect blend of both of their styles. And I think Chloe and Halle need to get back in the studio together and release their third album. Because if this third album is not coming, what are we doing? The solo music that they're releasing is not resonating with anyone. I don't even think Back and Forth got over 500,000 streams when it first came out. That's bad. Especially coming off of Ungodly Hour. Ungodly Hour was real. Oh my god. They could have, I said this before in several videos, they should have released a third album to solidify the rising success that they were getting from Ungodly Hour before going solo. I understand why Chloe went solo. Halle had to do a press run for an entire year, and Chloe didn't want to sit around doing nothing for an entire year. I completely get that. But the Little Mermaid press tour ended 3 years ago. And I know Halle was in The Color Purple. I know Chloe was in a couple of projects. But why has Chloe and Halle 3 not been announced yet? Why have we... one of the best songs on Chloe's new album is her collab with Halle. Want Me is one of the best songs. It actually is top 5 on Trouble in Paradise. It's one of the best songs on the album because she has Halle on it. Because they work so well together. They are such a great... Do you know how hard it is to find a duo that just clicks like that? Do you know how hard it is to have a duo that just clicks like that? When Chloe and Halle are both in the studio together, they make magic. They make... oh my god. Chloe and Halle are really, really... Chloe and Halle are okay separately, but together they are such a force to be reckoned with, and I just don't understand why we're not getting a third album. I don't even believe that they've even started working on a third album together. First of all, I don't think this third album is coming until Halle releases their solo album, and God knows when that will happen. I'm pretty sure Halle released her first single damn near a year and a half ago, and we're just getting the fourth single. All of these, mind you, need to be on the album, but Halle takes 10 million years to release music. I don't think Chloe and Halle 3 is coming until Halle releases their solo album. I don't see Halle releasing her solo album until late 2025, early 2026, which means you're probably not going to get Chloe and Halle 3 until 2027. It's been 5. Their last joint album came out in 2020. I'm pretty sure Ungodly Hour came out in 2020. Or if it didn't, and at least that's when it was getting popular. When Chloe and Halle were at that best, when they were on that fucking tennis court making magic. Sorry. None of the music Chloe and none of the music that Halle has released none of it is better than what they've released together. none of it is better than what they released together. And I am just so annoyed because Chloe and Halle should be much bigger than they are. And I get it. Not everyone cares about being a big pop star except Chloe. Except Chloe wants that. It's very obvious in the way that Chloe performs, very obvious in the way that she acts, very obvious in her music. Chloe wants to be a pop star. Chloe wants to be where Sabrina Carpenter's at. And Chloe Bailey should be where Sabrina Carpenter is at. Do I think Halle cares about that as much? I don't think so, but that's only because Halle hasn't explicitly said it, or she just hasn't shown it in the way that Chloe has. But Chloe and Halle should be where Sabrina Carpenter are, in the sense that Chloe and Halle should be able to sell out arenas. Chloe should not be doing concerts in concert halls and clubs. I'm so sorry. Chloe's too talented for that. Chloe is too talented for that, and Halle hasn't performed live in any capacity, I don't think, since her Little Mermaid performances. So, I don't know. These two need to become a duo again. I love them so much as a duo, and I think they're eventually going to do some really great things solo, but I think they needed that third album to solidify that core damage that they were building. I think there's still because here's my fear. My fear is that it's gonna be 2027, 2028 that we get Chloe and Halle 3, and by that point, nobody's gonna give a fuck anymore. Look at what happened to Normani. Normani had been teasing an album coming out for 5 years. When the album finally came out, nobody cared. And I don't want that to happen for Chloe and Halle. They're too talented for that. Not saying that Normani is not talented, but Chloe and Halle are too talented to just flop the way they are. They're so good together. They need to go back to doing things together. They really do, because they are so good when they are together. Anyway, next, Jennie's new album.
Well, I can't make the music not bop. I can't make the music not bop. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I can't make the music not bop.
I do not talk about K-pop on my YouTube channel at all. I don't think I've talked about it ever, actually, on my YouTube channel. But I was scrolling on TikTok, and the snippet or the teaser for Like Jennie came across my my For You page. And I was like, this is really, really good. And I did some digging, and I was like, oh, she's releasing an entire album. I like the song. The album comes out on the same day that Lady Gaga's album comes out. I might as well listen to both on the same night. And Jennie's album, dare I say Jennie's album's album of the year. I'm so sorry. Jennie's album is so her. And I don't even know her like that. But I can just tell based off the music that this music is right up Jennie's alley. Let me give you my top. Do I have a top 5 on this album? In no particular order. Like Jennie, i.e. The Way Up, Start a War, Filter, and Extra L with Doechii. Doechii, first of all, Jennie, I'm sorry, you got out-rapped in your own song. Doechii slid on Extra L. I mean, Doechii came out the gate swing. Doechii's collabs recently, she has come out the gate swinging, and I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy Doechii is finally getting the recognition that she deserves. I don't have her in my bullet points, but Doechii has been doing such a great job with her newfound fame that she's gotten after winning her Grammy. Like, I really think Doechii's going to go very far. I think Doechii is going to become I think Doechii is going to become a legend. I'm saying it. I think Doechii is going to become a rap legend. I really, really do. Doechii, I have not felt the way I felt about a female rapper. When it comes to Doechii, I have not felt this way about a female rapper since Megan Thee Stallion came out. I think Doechii is well on her way to being a rap legend. I do. And the haters suck her dick. Sorry. Doechii's the new Supreme. and you can either get on the bus or shut the fuck up. That's what you can do. But Jennie's album is really, really, really good. I think you should go listen to it. If you like K-pop, you should go listen to it. If listening to music in a foreign language bothers you, which unpack that. But if listening to music in a foreign language bothers you, I would honestly listen to this album. A lot of it is in English. It's a really good mix of English and Korean. So I think you should go listen to it. Next. I apologize for this video being long. There's a lot I want to talk about today. Next, Lizzo has returned to the limelight.
No. The audience member said it.
Lizzo is coming back with new music. And the new music is not good. The first single that she released, and I don't even remember the name of it, that's how forgettable it is. It's kind of okay. I might listen to it again before I decide if I'm going to leave it or take it off my playlist. But yeah, I think Lizzo's music worked when we were in a post-Trump presidency. Because people wanted feel-good music after that shit show. They wanted feel-good music. And yeah, so and the new song she released, I listened to it, it's terrible. It's Payless music. And here's the thing about Lizzo. Lizzo can make really good music, so why is she making this slop? I don't know. But Lizzo makes really, really good music. And she's choosing to make this like funkadelic, like Marshalls, Ross, Dress for Less, Burlington sounding music. And I don't understand why. Especially when she has a cosign from Prince. So I don't understand. Anyway. Yeah, so Lizzo I don't know what's going on with her. I think the case again with her dancers got dropped. I'm pretty sure. But Lizzo, when her album releases, I'll give it a listen. But if this is the music we're going to be getting for this album, she can keep it. Next, I think this is our last topic of today. My voice is getting hoarse. Rihanna, I'm pretty sure, has confirmed R9. I wish I remember what event she was at, but it was an interview. I want to say it was a Fenty event maybe. And Rihanna talked about how she is working on her new album, and she says that her new album is something that's like different than what she's done. She doesn't want it to be like everyone else, and I'm going to keep this very, very short. I do not think Rihanna needs to give us new music. I think Rihanna has a very stacked music career. And I don't think Rihanna really has anything left to offer us musically. That being said, when this album comes out, I will be the first one to be listening to this album. Because Rihanna has impeccable taste. Rihanna knows how to put out really, really, really good music. And so I will be tuning in because Rihanna's music is always really good. I know a lot of you guys think Anti is Rihanna's best album. And more than likely, just basically like lyrically, production-wise, and just like as a project, Anti probably is her best project. Anti is one of my least favorite albums from her though. I'm sorry. Talk That Talk and Rated R have not been top for me personally when it comes to Rihanna and her music. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But I'm sorry. I know y'all like work, but no. Sorry. But yeah, I wish that Rihanna came with the best. A$AP Rocky not going to jail, so her two kids still have their father around, so good for them. I am excited for her new album. Apparently, she was planning on doing a residency at a stadium at Wembley in London, and then that got canceled. But it was also really weird because the residency had never been announced. But then it was being announced that she canceled the residency, and people are like, "How can you cancel something that's never been announced?" So I don't know if that residency was actually going to happen. I do not think Rihanna was going to sell out Wembley Stadium for a residency. I don't think that was going to happen. I love Rihanna. Nothing Rihanna can do short of just becoming a good performer can get me to go see Rihanna live. Rihanna's not a good performer. I'm so sorry. Taylor Swift is a better performer than Rihanna. She is. I'm so sorry we don't want to break this news to you, but Rihanna's not a good performer. So if Rihanna does do a residency, I will not be there. If Rihanna goes on tour, I will not be there because I am not about to be in the stadium listening to somebody hum off key and do like a 2.5 count. I can't. At least when it comes to Taylor Swift, when it comes to her lack of vocals and her lack of performance ability, Taylor Swift has great stage presence. Rihanna doesn't have that. I'm sorry. She doesn't. Rihanna doesn't have that. She doesn't have good stage presence. And at least with Taylor, she's keeping you engaged because she has really good stage presence and she's really interactive with her audience. But anyway, what do you think about all the topics that we discussed? What do you think about DDG and the Halle situation? Are you excited for Ariana Grande's new album to come out? What the fuck is going on with Chloe? The Cowboy Carter tour is doing just fine, and y'all are losers, and y'all are trying to smear Beyonce's name, but whatever. Chloe and Halle become a fucking duo again. Jenny's album is really, really good. Lizzo's new music sucks. And Rihanna's coming out with a new album at some point. So what do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And hopefully it's Sunday. Hopefully this video will be out by like Tuesday or Wednesday. Hopefully. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye.